Ambassadors, senators, and other dignitaries attended a gala event in Washington that paid tribute to two men who have dedicated their lives to advancing human dignity and freedom. U.S. Senator Richard Lugar and Dominican activist Monsignor Agripino Nùñez Collado received the first Charles T. Manatt Democracy Award on October 19, 2005. The award was presented by IFES, an international nonprofit organization that supports the building of democratic societies. IFES President Richard Sudriet introduced the two award recipients as champions of democracy.
Both of these individuals have dedicated their lives to the cause of advancing human freedom, and we all join in this originally vote tonight. It's very fitting that these two gentlemen are going to be receiving an award named after our second chairman of the board, Charles Manatt, because Charles Manatt is one of the founding fathers of the field of democratic promotion.
Charles T. Manatt is a former chairman of the Democratic National Committee and a founding member of IFES. He was honored for uniting Republican and Democratic leaders in promoting democracy around the world. Former Republican National Chairman Frank Fahrenkopf was among the speakers who praised Manatt for his years of service. Fahrenkopf chaired the dinner committee for the awards ceremony.
I first met Chuck Manatt in February of 1983. It was about 2 weeks after I was sworn in as chairman of the Republican National Committee. And for the next couple of years, we went at each other once or twice a week, whether it was on the Today program or Meet the Press or whatever it might be. And we went at each other very hard. And out of that came, it's hard to believe in today's environment, not only a mutual respect, but a love of each other.
Manatt met Monsignor Agripino Nùñez Collado when he served as ambassador to the Dominican Republic in the 1990s. Nùñez is a leading advocate of democratic reform in the Dominican Republic and the director of the Pontificia Universidad, or Pontifical University.
I would like to thank the Board of Directors of the International Foundation for Electoral Systems for its generous decision to present me with the Charles T. Manatt Democracy Award, shared with the Honorable Senator Richard G. Lugar, Chairman of the United States Foreign Relations Senate Committee, who is acclaimed for his unfaltering leadership in favor of the democracy of our peoples. It was a welcome surprise to receive the news through IFES's president, our good friend Richard Sudriet.
At the height of the Cold War, Senator Lugar played a leading role in convincing U.S. President Ronald Reagan to oppose communist dictatorships, as well as anti-communist authoritarian regimes. In 1986, Lugar led a delegation to observe the Philippine elections, a vote that helped oust dictator Ferdinand Marcos. Lugar's efforts to promote democracy ultimately led to the foundation of organizations like IFES and the National Endowment for Democracy.
I'm just delighted that this award, the Chuck Manatt Award, he has been a very dear friend in the democracy movement, but someone I've admired as a person who was a great political leader.
The awards dinner raised funds for the IFES Democracy Fellows Program, which Manatt founded in 1997. The program supports young academics from the United States and abroad who conduct research on democracy assistance issues. In introducing the awards, Manatt spoke about his early role in promoting democracy as a concept that the United States could export internationally. That democracy movement inspired President Ronald Reagan to give a speech in the British House of Commons in 1982 that defined America's role in promoting democracy.
And Donkey Purcell, may he rest in peace, who our daughter Michelle, who's here tonight, worked for once upon a time, and Senator Lugar were the main congressional supporters at the time, to try to foster and develop an idea that in some ways was 20 years after the beginning of the Peace Corps and some other things that have happened in that intervening period of time, which tonight we won't take your time in going into.
Manatt also talked about the secret role that Senator Lugar played in helping him become ambassador to the Dominican Republic in the 1990s.
It was, and Senator Lugar was courageous enough to actually write a letter to the President of the United States, William Jefferson Clinton, suggesting that he consider appointing Manatt as an ambassador. Now, I have no idea, Monsignor, if it was religious intervention or anything else, but I dare say I will always remember my secret as Senator Dick Lugar writing a letter to our President. I thank you, Senator Lugar, for that.
IFES Board Member Peter Kelly was among the dignitaries who honored Manatt's contributions to the field of democracy promotion.
Again, remember, 25 years ago, there were no one in this business, no one focused in this area. And today, we have thousands, tens of thousands of smart, capable, committed professionals who work for our many foundations, NII, IRI, NED, whatever, and many who used to work for them who are in places of great importance in this country and in this world. And that's because two guys, one of them named Chuck Manatt, put their heads together in 1978 to meet the challenge.
The Charles T. Manatt Democracy Award dinner honored the democracy leaders of today and paved the way for a new generation of leaders committed to promoting human dignity and freedom for all people.